into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Running behind that left side. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Direct snap. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and a really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Power football with the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Huskers have it with a first and goal.
3:25. 6-9-1. Gators score.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now on second and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Got room at the 35. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The give from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Now they'll try the right side. And the Huskers get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Chances away from the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Going to the ground. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Little touch pass to the receiver. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Get set, get set. Yankee blue, Yankee blue.
He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider. Cut it, cut it.
Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it again. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
The Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Red pass, it's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Maddox. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going to take off. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Handoff from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're going to run it to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Down 55 weak. Clear.
He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone. But the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range.
Timber.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Maddox. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Coleman. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's got it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quick handoff. On the move at the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Nebraska 28, Miami 7.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Brought down at the 33. The Miami offense will take over 1st and
10. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Pena. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. To the ground with the back. Turns it on in midfield. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He's got him in the flat. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. Snags it. Touchdown, Huskers! And the beatdown has ensued. The Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, have it, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by 10 to Florida. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. He's going for it all. And that pass picked off.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. They believe they can run right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Huskers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Takes it on the return. Oh, he left him grabbing. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They run the reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football. Not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job, staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled and they're able to come away with it.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Nebraska 35, Miami 7.
Ready up.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Here we go.
They'll ride the hot hand. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Okay, ready.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Ready. Go.
Running back searching for a hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. I don't like that approach.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Easy.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on third down? Trying to punch it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Trying play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
We're trailing this much in the 4th quarter. The offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Now on first down from the 30. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Now, 4th down.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W.